Good morning, fools. Welcome to the All Jammed Up podcast presented to you by Music Never Stopped. I'm your host, Clint.
I'm your co-host, Chloe, and we survived.
Well, we're all jammed up and we're ready to blast. It's time for Clint and Chloe's Music Podcast.
We made it through a 4-day Billy run.
Just barely.
We're exhausted. I feel like we kind of paced ourselves well. We took a break the day in between.
Yeah, took the whole day off. We didn't really go too hard during the weekdays because you still worked.
Mm-hmm. I think that I was getting a little... you can kind of hear it in my voice.
Getting a little work flu.
I think I was getting a little sick before the weekend even started, or the
Yeah.
week even started.
Yeah.
And then working my day job, doing podcast stuff, going to the shows, staying up late. Takes a toll.
It was
Takes
a
a
lot.
toll on a man.
It was a really busy week all around.
It was, yeah.
We kind of reviewed the first night in the
Yes.
last podcast we put out, but
So no guest today. It's just going to be me and Chloe recapping the week. Like she said, we did already talk about Tuesday, but I guess,
we'll still hit highlights. We'll talk about
we'll
the whole
still
day.
go for everything.
For continuity's sake.
Yeah. And for the people that didn't listen to Thursday's episode, great interview with Greg McLaughlin, though.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, so I guess we'll just start from there, Tuesday.
Starting with day one, and we got out probably maybe a bit later than we should have, about 5-ish, and set up for the Lot podcast. Kid's doing circles. He's so excited. The first day was really just us catching up with everyone that we haven't seen. It's kind of a beautiful thing, Billy coming at this time of year for us, because this is kind of when we started meeting everyone.
Yeah.
It was the first time we had met Ethan this time last year, all the Frog Brigade girls. It's just there's a lot of people that we met this time last year that we got to reconnect with again today and that we see all over now.
Yeah, it's funny, like, thinking about a year ago setting up for that first lot pod. Didn't really know anybody. Was kind of like, what the hell are we doing?
We were anxious out of our minds.
And then, like, a year later, I got like a bunch of messages like, hey, when is the lot pod going to be? We want to come on it. We want to talk about this or that. So it's really cool. Just kind of seeing like a year's worth of work.
Yeah, you can like
And it
see
paying
the
off.
growth.
Yeah.
And another nice little bit was last year we had set up next to Bob, the grilled cheese guy.
Yeah.
We were set up right next to him again this year. We
saw
saw
him
him
at
in
Huntsville.
Huntsville, set up pretty close to him in Huntsville. It's just nice, the community that you build, and you don't see each other all the time, but you always recognize each other.
Even if I got his name wrong and called him Will.
Yeah,
There's
but
another guy out there that kind of looks like Bob
honestly,
named Will.
so there's Bob, Will, and then Ross. And I feel like those three are just all descendants of each other. They're all like a Wook from a different area.
Yeah, that's fair.
Ross from the Whale and Will was from New Orleans. But so the first day of the Lot Pod was really awesome. My parents came out. My mom sat in. You guys will see that. She has been so excited for this week. They just went to the one night. I asked her what her takeaways from that day was. She just said she loves the way Asheville comes together and all different kinds of people coming around to just love on each other. She was like, that's a beautiful thing to see. I had been hyping up Billy Week to her. I was like, you can't just go to one day. I was like, you have to come to more. And I do wish she came to that second day because I feel like they played a song she wanted day two, but we'll stick to day one. Running through the set list, a couple highlights. Came out strong with a Red Daisy,
Yep.
which someone in our initial group that we started off with did call. I love when someone calls it.
That for me is like, I think I said this on Thursdays, but like Red Daisy is just the perfect opener song.
I agree.
Yeah.
Bring everyone in. And I didn't think he would do it because he opened with a Red Daisy. Sam's home. He opened with a Red Daisy last year. And so I didn't think that he would this year. But he came out strong. He's just bumbling to it.
You got a Little Caesars piece
I don't
of...
even know how to hog
A Little Caesars pizza? Oh, thanks, buddy. He got wings. A couple other highlights. End of the Rainbow was really beautiful. I'm gonna give so many fucking shout outs to Saxton Waller this
Yeah, he balled out.
episode. I was enthralled. That's a new word for me I'll throw out there. Absolutely enthralled with the lights this go around. Stratosphere Blues was beautiful. Everyone was really excited about Lumpy Beanpole and Dirt.
I liked the little bass line that Royal started that song with. That was fun.
That was super cool. I agree with that. And then closed the first set in Cabin Song.
Opened with "I'm One of Those," which I can't remember who we were talking about. That was kind of, why does he keep opening the second set with slow songs?
Jason.
It was Jason? Okay. And I feel like most of the songs he came out with were slow for the second set. And I kind of like it. I like the
I think
let everyone ease back in to get into their places and everything.
Agreed. I think, you're paying your bills, you're coming in from the smokers area.
You're paying your bills. Is that a new saying for you?
I meant like buying your drinks.
Oh, you're paying your bills.
You're doing your taxes, finishing up your income tax. Step out to pay the water bill.
That's hilarious.
And I like that song. I'm One of Those. I think it's a really nice song. And then he hit us with an Age, which neither of us had even heard before. I really liked that one. I feel like there was something pretty cool he did in there. I don't know if I wrote it down. I probably just wrote Age. Yep, sure enough, just wrote Age.
That's the thing that I realized this week too, is like I would want to, when there was something I wanted to talk about in the podcast, I would like go to write it in my phone, and then it would like take me out of being
Present
in the moment. And so I was just like, all right, I'm not doing that anymore. And if it's that important, I'll remember it on the podcast.
Yeah.
And now as we're going through, I was like, there was something there, but I can't remember it.
The thing is, I got a really shitty memory. I'm really good at memorizing, but just
I feel like when there's 4 shows, it's like
it is hard.
It's kind of like if I didn't have the set list, it would be, I have no idea.
Yeah, I'd be like, first set, good vibes. I remember it.
It just like kind of all blends together a little bit.
Yeah. We got a Happy Hollow, Love and Regret, Home. Just 3 in a row, right down it. Absolutely love that. God bless Ross. We got a Ruby.
Yeah.
Beautiful. We said it in the last podcast. He had requested that one from the team, and sure enough, the guy gets it because good guys get what they.
He's just a king of Asheville, that guy.
He's so great. Yeah. I was seeing.
Handing out Pokemon cards one of the nights.
There was a group of lot kids I saw a picture of, and they all just had their Pokemon cards out in front. I was like, good, he made his rounds.
That's funny.
Away from the Mire.
That was Away from the Mire
That
was
was a
my
highlight.
favorite part of that show.
Yeah, the Mire was really good. 10,000 Miles from a Friend. Malfunction Junction into Little Maggie.
That was fun.
Yeah, really fun. And then a beautiful encore starting with Richard Petty. And then
I think it should have been flipped. You got to finish with the Richard
finish
Petty.
with Richard Petty. Yeah, you know me. I love a call to action. I love Richard Petty. The jams in that first set were super kind of like rock heavy feeling. Everyone got a super sick solo. I remember that from that night. Everyone got pretty, and then I have lights. The lights were just fucking awesome.
And then Tuesday we did not do any after party or anything, right?
Yeah, correct. Because you had to work, so we called it pretty early. We were like, let's day 1 take it slow. I think we had kept our shoes on that day, so we didn't go head first into it. That's how you know if the shoes come off, you're diving all the way in.
The shoes were definitely off the rest of the week.
They were. I
thought I got someone that stole my shoes at one point. They were like buried in a bunch of
up under the barricades with
at one point I was like, I think someone stole my shoe. And then I was like, there's no chance someone would just take one shoe.
We honestly did pretty good with our
belongings. Yeah.
Not like the one thing was trying to find your shoe that day maybe took like a handful of minutes.
Yeah.
We got it. We got the shoe back because we were trying to run that day. But
Going to Wednesday, this was my best show of the week.
This is like contender for best show, period. This was a super, super
Yeah.
fun one.
Opening with a dust in a baggie. I was like, I'm kind of like burnt out on that song. I feel like I've heard it so many times. It's always fun, but I was just like,
It was good that we were still making our way to
Yeah.
our spot.
yeah.
I know what you mean.
It's
Every
got to
time-
be for him like boring to play. I feel like he's played it so many times that he probably like people will always probably call that one out for him, like
Yeah.
especially when he was playing like smaller places.
Yeah. Yeah, but then on the other hand, you want to hope that he has a admiration for the song if that's
It's a
like
fun
what kinda
song.
popped
Like
him
it is a
off, you
fun
know?
song. And when I hear it, it's never a song
When I
like
hear it live,
Yeah.
I'm not like, wow. But when it comes on like my shuffle, I do switch it.
yeah.
And I try to get it before the whole like stop. I try to get it out before it, because if I start the singing, then I'm like, all right, I'm kind of in.
Yeah.
But I do skip it when it comes on. But seeing it live is always fun. But good one to open, in my opinion. Everything's the same,
Banger.
all beautiful. In the morning light, I was kind of surprised he played that this night, but he kept us on our toes the whole week. I think everything we were expecting, he knew we were expecting, and he did differently.
Yeah, we'll talk about that night 3.
Absolutely.
Rundown, Pretty Daughter, doing things right, like just like a really dance heavy first set.
Yeah. Pretty Daughter is absolutely one of my favorites that he does.
It's a great cover of Jackson Chisholm.
Yeah, he loves to cover Jack. He did a couple Jackson
Yeah, he
Chisholm
did.
covers. There was Royal had a solo. I don't know if it was in Everything's the Same. I have it as Everything's the Same, but there was a really sick Royal solo.
Yeah,
The boys were just going off.
I do feel like too when we saw him in Huntsville, it was very fiddle heavy. Like I think I said like it was the Alex Strings band that week or something.
Yeah.
And I feel like Jared Walker really had some moments this week where he like kind of stole the show.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like that might have been this night. You said that too, night 2. I do agree with that. I'm waiting for I want Billy Failing to go off one day and just have like his show.
I feel like maybe it's hard with the banjo. I
That
don't
was
know.
my thought, but I mean, I do have that thought when like we see Sons of Stars.
But then you see like Torn in the Kitchen Dwellers, and like he can definitely do that.
yeah,
But he is like the lead guy, and I wonder if it's like unique with like being. I don't really know like how to put it into words,
Yeah, I
like the
don't-
music words to make it make sense.
I don't know enough about banjo. With the mandolin, it feels easy to do a solo. Fiddle is very easy to do a solo. But I mean, I don't know. Jason had a couple really cool solos.
Yeah,
At the
I
after
just
show, which
think-
we'll get to. But
it was sick to see when he did Steam Powered Aeroplane in Huntsville.
oh,
that was awesome.
so cool. Yeah, he out of everyone that covers that song, his is definitely my favorite. He's the one that will lean into it. You need to do the high pitch.
And he's got like sometimes people do the high voice and they don't got it.
yeah,
He's got it.
yeah, he's got it, and you have to commit to that song. I'm a firm believer. If you don't do the high pitch and you don't got it right, don't bother. That's my take.
Closed the first set though with Thunder,
Mm-hmm.
which even the beginning, like before he got into the song, that like jam they had was so sick.
Yeah, yeah.
Couldn't
And-
like that was such a good set.
He also had a really sick Sini Stretch
Yeah.
was also just a really sick jam. And then Don't Be Calling Me at 4 a.m. Love that. That one's a fun one.
Yeah, and I'm looking at the set list here and I forgot. I got the top comment on it. When he
Yeah.
posted that set list, I said, "Brother, you know you got 2 more shows, right? 177 left."
Yeah.
That's funny.
That is fire. Set break hits. Come on back. He opens up with a really beautiful guitar piece
Yeah.
into Fearless.
And there was some murmurings that this was another Billy making a statement
Oh,
set
wait.
list.
We didn't talk about Fitz and Wolf.
That's
Oh, we're still on day
yeah,
two.
we're still on day 2.
Sorry, guys. Told you it's exhausting. Sorry. Back to it. What did you just say?
There was like murmurings that this was another Billy making a statement set list.
Oh yeah, I did hear that this was like heard through the grapevine that this was kind of a protest forward
Yeah.
set list. I am really good at listening to lyrics of songs, but I think I'm really bad at figuring out a song's meaning. Because every time people say things like that, or this song relates to this song goes back to this, I'm like, how did you get there? I just have absolutely, but then I'm listening to the words, so it's a me problem. It might just be me being a bit daft, but yeah, they came out and said that this was like a protest set. I was like, I thought this was just fucking fun. I just had a good time.
Walk away for 30 seconds, Chloe gets talking to herself.
Yeah, it's not unusual in this house.
Oh man. But
You get what I mean though? I'm like, I pay attention to the words of songs, but I feel like I never grasp. It's hard for me to like grasp a meaning.
I feel like yeah, I feel like sometimes I know the words, but I'm just not really. I feel like so much of the show I'm thinking
Yeah.
like about this, like my life and things, and like I'll just close my eyes and like the music's just like very soothing, and like it's just like a time, like big shows like that especially, like are just such a time where you can really just think for a little bit and be unbothered.
Yeah.
So I do find myself just being like sing along the words and be like, what song was even that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm so bad when it comes to the songs. Everyone, this is a PSA. Don't ask me what song it is, because I will never give you the correct name. If you ask me, is this song? I'm going to say yes every time, and we'll both be wrong. I have no clue the names of any songs.
Me either, and I think I do, and then they'll be like, somebody asked me, and I'll be like,
The other night, you went, this is Gild the Lily, and then all of a sudden, it's like some crazy jam instead. Like, I have no clue where you got Gild the Lily from. It just goes into a heavy jam.
I sometimes just like hear one note, and I'm like, that's the song that I wanted to hear.
Absolutely, you do that. Yeah, you do that. Let me see. We started having a conversation during this. We were looking around, and we were wondering if Billy is outgrowing Harris.
Yeah. Well, let's wait till night 4 to get into that conversation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's save
This
that.
is where the conversation started.
Yeah. Let's just try to get to the set list and then go from there on the takes.
Okay. Dealing Despair was really fun. Thirst Mutilator into Running. I always like California Sober. I
It
know
is a
it's
fun
bit
one.
cheesy.
Yeah.
We were also around a nice group to be in that song. Everything is so group dependent.
I didn't have any beers this night, and I was like, I think I'm gonna grab a quick beer, like in between enough to leave in California Sober, and then he started playing that, and I was like, no, I'm good. I was like, I'm not gonna
Actually,
give him.
I feel absolutely fine.
Yeah, I was just thirsty, and I was like, I want like some tasty.
Honestly, those waters were super. I like canned water.
And me too, and they were reasonably priced.
$3 for a water. They were canned. There's something about water coming out the guzzle of a can.
The guzzle of a can.
Yeah.
And then we had Alberta, Watch It Fall, into
All Fall Down.
Such a good All Fall Down.
Guys, that was sick. That was so sick.
The build up for it was so good. Like it was just like so slow, and like he took his time with it.
And we were with a group of guys around us, and one of them had called that it was All Fall Down, and immediately me and Clint were like, nah, he's saving that for Friday 13th. We were so set on Friday 13th.
Yeah.
Like
He knew it quick too. He was like, All Fall Down. And I was like, you think? And then like a few seconds later I was like, he's right.
Yeah. See, another one, guys. Don't ask me. Can't figure out the song names. But yeah, that was such a sick All Fall Down. No encore. Ended it hot. Just like, shut it down.
That's the way to do it too. Like you just like had this crazy set, kind of lulled everyone to sleep with Watch It Fall. Just like kind of a sing-along song, I guess. Into that. Boom. Killed it. Ended it.
Yeah.
And then I was like, we gotta go find more music now.
There's something so powerful about ending on that kind of energy. And then we were like, all right, keep it going, we went over to Fitz and Wolf.
Yes.
And
the boys were hot.
Yeah, we watched the Chisholm string unit. Is that what they're calling it?
Yeah, I think so.
So it was Jackson on bass, Alex on Sons of Stars, Alex on Sons of Stars, Alex on guitar, Jason on banjo, all from Sons of Stars, and then a mandolin player, Colin.
Yes, Colin.
Playing with them also, and they ripped it. Clint and I were kind of the first from our group of people to show up. We show up there, come in, start like cheering them on. They're all like, they start to build the energy a bit. They're like, okay, fine. Like if they're rolling in, people are gonna come in. Like people are about to start rolling in. And sure enough, we packed that place out. They had tables because the night before it was not as busy apparently with the band that they had at the after party. So they had tables and chairs out. By the end of it, they're all like pushed up into a little pile.
That was awesome.
It was a sick show. I truly can't really remember what any of the songs they played. I was just up there dancing my heart out.
Me either. Yeah, I can't remember.
Can't remember any of them. But it was very fun. We had a very fun group around us in there, and the energy was just so good. And it's nice to see, because we love those people.
Yeah.
That is Sons of Stars, as everyone knows, is Clint and I's like thing. That is sick. And it's just nice to see people that we don't know, unfamiliar faces, like talking about it,
or
like,
it was
really getting into it.
It was cool to see people that we know that like don't always, because there's like the group of people that always go to Sons of Stars. It was cool to see the people that we do know come out to that night, and there was a few of them there.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's just cool for people. Like, we
It's
get to
just-
see that all the time, so, like, we know how good they are.
And like we want to share their music. Like we love their music. And so it is nice when you see it start to branch a bit, and it's like more people are picking up these names.
Yeah, so shouts out to those guys. They were killer. Shouts out to Alex Bazemore, man. I swear, he gets better and better.
Yeah, he was definitely on a heater. Hannah too is so funny. She's just kind of giving her little inputs on the sound. She's like, just do this. She's like, I don't want to be bossy, but I want it to be right for them. She's so funny. But yeah, beautiful night all around. We went home after.
Had the day off. Well, I still had to work on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Or
Thursday.
But we came home. We were asleep pretty early.
Yeah, we went to bed at like 7.
Recouped for the next day. And then Friday, we did do a lot podcast again Friday.
Friday was good. We had a lot of new people, a lot of people that seemed pretty eager to be on it, which is always fun.
It'll be cool too, this lot pod, because I feel like it's a lot of Asheville people. It was a lot of people that like we knew, and like sometimes you get the lot podcast. It's like which is cool. Don't get me wrong as well, but I've never met this person, never spoken to this person,
And so conversation is like
it can
a
go
bit
one of two
more
ways.
interviewee. Yeah.
But like, or people wanted to come with a story to tell. So I just thought it was a really good lot podcast. I dropped the ball and forgot the tripod.
Oh my goodness, yeah. So on this day, I am the tripod. So
We have, instead of having like one continuous video, it's a lot easier to edit.
yeah,
We have like 12 videos I have to splice and put together.
yeah. And so if it gets a little wobbly at the end, it was freezing out. My fingers, my fingers have been going numb lately. We got to figure that out. And so that happened. So it's a little bit shaky. I did my best, but the lot podcast this day was really fun. Tried to get Sam a ticket, wasn't able to this day. But that's okay. You'll find out why.
The barber who gave me 2 free tickets. Man, if you ever hear this, you're the fucking dude.
We love
Shout out to Rigo, bro.
Rigo is the boy.
My boy.
If you didn't hear that, Sam shouts out the barber who hooked him with 2 tickets, and the fucking man Rigo shouts out.
Shouts out to Rigo. You were very fun to dance with, buddy. Night 3 set though.
Night 3 said, so if I didn't go to like any of the shows and I just looked at the set list, I would think this might have been the best set.
Yeah.
But I was there and I don't think it was.
Yeah.
I don't know why either. I think maybe like we had the section we were in, there was like a lot of talking and just like side things going on, so it kind of felt hard to get like really, really engaged.
Yeah, and it's funny because it seemed like even a good handful of people that I've never seen not engaged in the music, like a good handful of the spinners back there that we were with, were also in a super chatty mood.
Yeah, so it was like,
back left kind of, someone had to get Friday 13th energy, you know?
and I think that was maybe the other thing too, is like I came into that show like Friday the 13th, I want it to be like super spooky and like
Yeah.
dark energy, and it was just a lot of bluegrass songs.
I'm learning you just can't call the vibe.
You can't have any
'Cause
expectations.
He knows what you want out of him.
Yeah,
He knows on Friday 13th we want to get spooky.
I
He's
think
like, actually, let me play the most traditional, light and airy set.
with a heater of a hide and seek though.
Yeah, fucking rip her
Yeah,
hide and seek
Yeah,
smack
second set
in the
was
middle.
changed up. Like second set, I really enjoyed the second set. I think maybe we had just gotten to a little bit better of a place,
Yeah, we moved
a little
off
bit,
to the
yeah.
side a bit and
and maybe let down. Like didn't have the expectations. Like we were like, oh, this is not what we're getting tonight. Let's
and
just
right
go.
when you let your guard down, yeah, he brings in the hide and seek. He knows
Yeah.
what he's doing. He knows what's on our minds.
So it was a great Friday was a great show, but I think it was like it was just a bit different than what I expected.
Yeah.
But what was I gonna say? And then we had some people though that were like saying that was their favorite show of the week. And I think again it's just like shows like how deeply like an individual experience, I guess it can be like a more than individual experience, but at the end of the day, like typically it is an individual, like how did you enjoy the show?
Yeah.
And it's just different for everyone based off of different things, which
Because I mean, we were talking about it. You have the experience that you like allow yourself to have. We were annoyed by the talkers. You can easily move away from the people talking.
yeah.
You know, there's like always something
we
you
did
can
that.
do, and we
Yeah.
did that. And then the second set got better. There's always something you can at least attempt to do.
I also
make it
think
a
to
better
go
experience
to
for
4
you.
nights of the same guy, same band, and just one set be like, I wasn't that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
We watched 6 sets. One, we were like, the fucking set list is killer, but we just,
But I just
we
wasn't-
didn't get
yeah.
into it. Like,
I think that's pretty good odds.
yeah. I mean,
So
a
this
lot
is
of
just
people,
us being complainers.
Yeah, you're allowed to be every once in a while. Opened up with the Fire on My Tongue into Bronze back. He did, I will say, his red rocking chair was incredible. This was a really good red rocking
Shady Grove
chair.
was good. The Train That Carried My Girl from Town
My
was good.
Alice. I mean, Heartbeat of America.
Living Like an Animal.
Black Mountain Rag. I think my problem is I could never recognize that one.
Yeah, me either. I know
'Cause-
what you mean. I feel like he plays it a lot, and I'm always like, what was that song? And then I
Yeah.
look at the set list.
I never recognize. Same with that Steeny Stretch one. I can never recognize either of those.
Sometimes I can with that one. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I think a lot of jam, like this has just got to be Escanaba, right? I do that.
And it's a jam that isn't like Meet Me at the Creek.
Malfunction
the Mire.
Junction is like the only one I can be like, that's what that is.
Yeah,
But the
every
rest of them
other
I
jam
always
you're like
mix it.
Escanaba.
Yeah. And then every now and then when he does play that, I'm like, I think this one
You're like,
actually is.
this one's definitely, there's definite sound to it, but I just forget it when it gets there.
I got a dumb question. Tennessee Stud, how does he make the horse noise?
Okay, so we're debating because this was my thought. You like kind of mute the bottom 3 strings of the guitar maybe and like, just strum those. But I don't know if that is that seems like it wouldn't. It was such a good horse
Yeah,
sound.
no, it sounded exactly like a horse.
And so Clint's theory was banjo tapping his little pluckers on the skin of the banjo.
Yeah, because you just be like,
Bloop.
bloop, bloop. That
Yeah.
could be it, maybe.
And then someone said something else. I mean, it could be a button.
Oh, yeah.
It could definitely be a
He
button.
does have a crazy like rig up there. I'm sure there's maybe just one
Oh.
button that makes that sound. He
Night-
just has a horse button. That is funny though to think about.
Yeah, actually, we're like, oh my god, they're so he's rapping the right amount on his banjo. He
He
might have a
just has
button.
a
It is a
step.
really
That's
fucking
so
accurate
funny.
horse noise.
Yeah, so if anybody knows, let us know. Send us a DM. How does the horse sound?
Speaking of sound pedal, though, I want to go back to night 2 real quick. the after party, I spent a little bit of time watching him play with his little board. I've never like I
think he's been,
don't
like-
get that close to him at One World.
Yeah.
There's kind of a big lip of stage, and I never get like that close. And I was just kind of like zoned out on it.
Yeah.
His board. That's fun to watch.
I feel
He's
like
very
been-
fucking good. They're tiny knobs.
You're
and
talking
he's
about
got-
Alex, right?
Yeah, Alex at the afterward. There's tiny knobs, and he's got like a man's foot.
Yeah, no, I was watching him like twisting the knobs while
Yeah,
playing. It's pretty
like
impressive.
It's like he can curl his toes in his shoes and get a little grip on there. I had to go back and
I
say that
think
because that was
Morgan-
pretty
I
fascinating.
think because Morgan uses from Shedbugs, he
Yeah.
uses his pedals a lot too. And I
Alex
think,
says,
no, like he just
oh,
uses his pedals.
Morgan uses his own.
And I think he was barefoot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think he took his shoes off.
I do think Alex was maybe wearing like a Vans Ked type shoe, you know?
They have those little things on the bottom that probably.
The little grippy
Yeah.
around. Yeah, so it was a narrow shoe. But
And that's a
I was
segment
just
on
pretty-
Alex's toes.
yeah. Back to night 3. I just had to say I was very impressed.
Didn't you have something on Blackjack County Chains?
Oh, so wait. He covered another Jackson Chisholm classic. He came out the second set with Swan Noah Tunnel.
Oh yeah.
Yes, Blackjack County Chains. So I think it's
Oh, hold on. So Swananoa Tunnel, someone commented on that day.
gonna get you keys
Swananoa
to the
Tunnel
city.
gonna get you keys to the city.
Oh my gosh, what are the replies? There's only 2, so it won't take me long.
Oh shit.
Oh, rats. Look what I've done. I've muffed it.
Why can't I have the same energy with? He commented a day later. Why can't I have the same energy with Powerball numbers?
That's fucking sick. That's so funny. Time traveler.
That is crazy.
The Alex Inc. You're a time traveler. Go back.
Is that to me?
No,
Oh.
time traveler. So yeah, came out cool with the Swan Noah Tunnel. And then let me see. Hide and seek. That
Yeah,
fucking
that
hide and
the
seek was
highlight of that
wild.
night.
Absolutely. Hollow Heart, I like. And then Blackjack Honey Chains. Look up who plays that originally,
I
because
think it was Del McCurry.
Charlie Crockett
Oh, no.
sings this, and this is a song that like gives me chills every time I listen to it. I think like the story in the song is very powerful, and I'm pretty sure it's written by a white guy, which like doesn't really hold the same energy. You can't have a white guy sing
No.
about a song like that, I feel. Yeah, that's my honest opinion.
The song is
kinda-
about depicts the killing of a Georgia sheriff by members of a chain gang, as recounted by one of them. So why can't?
There's a line. Well, I didn't know it was Chain Gang. I thought it was like, I truly thought it was a slave song. Yeah, because there's a line in it that's like, "No man will ever be a slave again to a something whip and 35 pounds of blackjack county chains." So this entire time I have thought it was like a slave song. You know, he says.
Yeah, no, that's
But
Yep.
I still, the Charlie Crockett version is absolutely I think his voice with it makes it a very powerful song. So I've always really liked that song.
rotate a little bit.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go.
thanks guys. Sorry about that. Yeah, that very last
Yeah.
line.
Yeah, I could see where you think that for sure. Because you said that to me during the show the other day, and I was like, what do you mean?
Yeah, that written by my guy. And then there was another one, Tennessee Stud. Yeah, I love that one also.
That was a good one, yeah. And then Leadfoot closer.
Leadfoot Closer was fun. Yeah, this night we were trying to like really run out of there. This was the night that Clint lost his shoe. We were trying to
yeah.
get over to Barley's for the Vince Herman
Which was sick.
after show. Yes, which was amazing. But we're like, and the last song during last song and then waiting on the encore, we went and got our stuff, and then he came out really hot with that Leadfoot.
And I was like, I can't find my shoes.
He was under the bleachers with his flashlight on.
just one shoe on.
Just one shoe on.
And I'm looking for my left foot shoe. I remember I was just in the middle of it. I was like, left foot. That was funny.
Like, just so I don't grab a right foot of someone
It was
else's.
just during the middle of like frantically searching, and I just stopped and pointed to my foot, and I was like, left foot.
Your brain just had to compute. You were so frazzled you had to compute for a second. So yeah,
and
I
then we
mean,
ran out of there.
very fun set. We ran out of there. Fucking Barley's was kind of far.
It was. I thought it was. I thought it was right across this. I thought it was like where the beer garden was.
Yes,
That's where I
yeah.
thought Barley's was. So we take out like walking really fast, and then we get like been walking for like 3 minutes really fast at this point. I'm like, hold on, how far is this place?
Yeah. Yeah, and then we looked and it was like all the way down by the orange peel and it was very cold out. And I didn't
But we
have
got our
socks
steps in.
on. We did. I had like 20,000 steps from all the boogieing each night.
Each night, yeah, I probably had the same.
Yeah. Busy girl.
So then we did the after party with
After party
Vince
Vince
that
Herman.
night.
Yeah, so we did get there. We were right in making a run for it because we got
Yeah.
there right before they started. We were maybe 3 rows back from where they were playing, which like we don't typically try to get. We don't really.
We didn't
care
really
to
have an
be
option
close,
there though.
But yeah,
I
got
do
in there
like
at a
to
good
be
time.
close to if it's like a
Small
small
setting.
place, like I don't have to really work that hard for it.
Yeah,
I like to be up front, but I
yeah.
don't
We
want
don't like to work for our spots.
Although night 4, I did go into the pit, like real close up for a little bit. I didn't get like super close, but a few rows back. And there's way more space up there than I ever thought there would be.
Yeah,
Once you get like past a certain threshold, like it's actually pretty open.
I
up
do
there.
feel like middle section is just like just fat, and then it does get pretty
Yeah.
sparse. But the Vince Herman show was amazing. Jason and Alex Ball from Sons of Stars
Yep.
were playing with him, and they both just went off. I think every song that we listened to, that we stayed for like the first half. They had a solo in like every single
Yeah,
song.
they were doing a lot of jamming.
Yeah.
I can't remember like any songs they played. They played way downtown to open.
And then they were also playing with Silas Herman, Vince's son.
Yeah, he was good.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was a really cool show. I'm glad we chose that over Shadowgrass. I heard like 3 different people say that Shadowgrass was packed, even though it was fire. Isaac hadn't sat in.
I saw that. Yeah,
That is so sick. So that's like, man, I wish I saw that, but I'll find the videos of it.
yeah. They played that show together too on like Tuesday or Wednesday.
At Third Room or something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like Isaac.
I forgot
Kaiser,
about that.
Jeff Sipe, somebody else.
Yeah, that's sick. So I would have liked to see that, but I am glad we chose the Vince Herman show.
And then
And then we went
last
and got cookout and went home. And then
but before the show Friday, we had the pre-party at French Broad, River Brewing.
that was Saturday.
Yeah, but you just said cookout, and then I was gonna go to the next show, and I was saying,
Oh, yeah, you
boy.
said
Yeah.
before. You said
Yeah.
before Friday.
Oh, before Saturday. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, hold on. I had to do the mental math on it. Day 4, yes. So then we had put on the pre-party.
With French Broad and Records on the Wall.
Yep, and
That was a
there
lot of fun.
Shed Bugs, Clouds of Delusion with Ellie singing, and Jacuzzi. The turnout was amazing.
Yeah. I wish Shed Bugs played like a little later.
Yeah.
I wish there was more people
They
there.
did get a little longer. They got a bit of time past their set time. But yeah, I think those boys are so good.
Yeah, if you get a chance, if you're in Asheville, go check out Shed Bugs. They're really, really good.
Yeah, I said to their drummer, I was like, I haven't really been that into live jam bands recently, and I was like, you guys fucking rocked.
Yeah,
I was
they were
like, that
really
was the
good.
most fun I'd had at a jam band in a while. They're just really good. We like them a lot. And then Clouds of Delusion was
Yeah, they're
amazing.
fun. I had my juggle game on.
Yeah, Clint had his juggle balls. I had my little arm toy. We were having a lot of fun
They were good.
during
yeah.
that set. That was awesome. And then there was quite a good crowd for that.
Mm-hmm. And then it was full by then. Yeah.
And then, yeah, filled up less than halfway through Clouds of Delusion. And they had a really good turnout for Jacuzzi as well. And they sounded really cool.
Yeah, they did. Rocky.
Rocky?
Like they kind of had like more
Oh,
of a
they
rock
were
vibe to
rocky.
them. Yeah.
I feel like there was a comment I made about them, and I can't remember anymore. But like someone played a song that sounded like Kendall Street. Was that Shedbugs?
Yeah, Shed
Had
Bugs
an aged
has.
white cheddar sounding
I can't remember
song.
what that song is called.
Yeah.
Half Baked Potato, maybe.
Half baked potato and
Yeah.
aged white cheddar.
I think that's what
Oh
it's
my
called.
god, they
Half
should do a
Baked Potato.
collab. That'd be the
think-
best potato ever.
I think in the interview with Morgan, the first one, he says that. He's like, we
Really?
have a song that's similar to a Kendall Street song. And I feel like I remember him saying that. And then yesterday, when we heard that, I was like, that's got to be the song
That's
he was talking
so
about.
sick. I'm so glad we caught it then. Yeah, because it was like almost immediately. I was like, that's familiar. And then you had it right with the song, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was a good show all around. Super
Mm-hmm.
fun. Amazing turnout.
And then the show started. He tricked us right off the bat.
Yeah.
I was like, it's going to be all Valentine's Day. Open with a love song.
Yeah, Valentine's Day. Or did you think it was going to be anti-Valentine's?
No.
I don't know if I know that Whisper My Name.
I think you would if you heard it.
Probably. That's the other
Yeah.
problem. I was like, Pyramid Country was cool, and then Spinning.
Yeah, Spinning
This
was
was
cool.
cool. I think this was the first time I had seen this live, and this one kind of like, because I had heard
Was it
him
the first
tell
time
this.
we heard that?
I
Saw that?
Oh, maybe we saw it in New Orleans.
Yeah, I can't remember either.
He may have played it in New Orleans.
But I feel
there.
like I'd seen it before, but I can't.
You've
maybe
been
I
to a
watched it
couple
on
shows
YouTube.
without me too, though.
Yeah.
I think it is. Maybe we have had one somewhere else, but I think this is the first time I've heard it since I heard him tell the story on the Theo Vaughn podcast. He told that story, and that was the first time.
That would make sense, yeah.
And then this is the first time I probably didn't pay attention because I don't usually like spooky songs, but it's yeah. Sam had to come give me a couple hugs because he was very lovey.
Yeah.
And then Pyramid Country got dark, and then it went into Spinning. And I was kind of just stood like pretty still and like maybe swaying a little. But once I keyed in this story with Spinning, I was like, oh shit, this is
Yeah.
cool. And so I kind of like paid attention to that,
And-
and then it made it less scary.
I think it was my first time seeing it with Saxon Waller on the lights.
Dude.
He's the man, dude.
I think I have. Oh, for yesterday, I had a specific night, day 3. I had a specific note that was a fucking Saxon Waller show. He has been ripping it. I'm so.
I feel like he
pro
was
him.
doing like he did stuff that he didn't do any at Huntsville. Like it was like
Yeah.
I don't know if he got new
this
things
like
or
kind of cheetah printy,
Yeah.
like blob screen, and then the lights were just so intense all over.
the lights are so when the lights get good, they're
like
so
the
good. I
laser
love
lights,
Yeah.
so incredible. Spinning was really sick, and then went into Must Be 7, which was the fucking reprieve I needed. This was me and Sam were dancing pretty hard.
This is when I
together
went to
during
the
this.
front.
He tried to dip me, I just jumped into his arms instead. And the guy next to us was like, "Yo, dropped you." I was like, "We'll practice at home." I was like, "We'll do."
That's hilarious.
So funny. And then you managed to find your way back towards the end of Must
Yeah.
Be 7 too. So yeah, because that was when Clint went to the front, and during the spooky stuff, Sam gave me a hug. I was like, I know Clint's getting the show he wanted. I was like,
Yeah,
he's up
That
there.
was pretty cool up there. Like I was like, I feel like I could hear him like talk when he was like, I could hear his like voice, not
His
like the
actual voice, not
microphone.
the-
Yeah.
That is pretty cool. I just did not. I knew that middle section was so fat. I was like,
That's the second time you used that to describe the middle section. You got real beef with the middle section, dude.
it gets.
There was so much enunciation on that too. Oh man, I know exactly what you mean.
It gets
like cramped
dense
together,
and wide.
dense. Yeah,
it
I know
gets
what you
dense
mean.
and wide. It goes wall to wall. It's fat in there.
Oh man.
Yeah, I just didn't feel like pushing my way through that. I think like night 2, I got half a beer spilled on my head. PSA, holding shit up here does not make it less spillable. This is terrible for the center of gravity of this drink. And it was half a beer on my head down my arm. So, guys, I have to put it in somewhere. Don't fucking do that shit. Hold it by your chest. Be an adult.
On the opposite end, one lady, when we were leaving when I was walking out of the bathroom at the Barley's, I like walked by this lady, and like when I moved my hand to like slide, I just tipped her like the bottom of her beer. She was sipping it and like poured it into her mouth.
Well, at least it was in her mouth.
She was she like went to drink it, and I just pushed her more back, and I was immediately just like, I'm so sorry. And she was like, it's okay, don't worry. And I was very grateful she was nice so sorry to that lady.
Yeah, I love when they can be nice about it, but fucking spilling half a beer on me ain't. Let me see. Oh, we did get a lovely show me the door first set, and then How Mountain Girls Can Love was cool.
Also, he wore that Toon Dude's shirt, which is pretty cool.
That is sick. I have been seeing people post about that.
And okay, I guess he got the key to the city. Yeah, we forgot that part.
Jumped right over it. Billy Strings is the king of Asheville. He has the unlimited key. He can go in wherever he wants.
He said after he was like, Asheville, lock your doors, but I'm already coming in.
Yeah, he's like, I would tell you to lock your doors, but I'm coming in anyway.
Yeah, that's what it was.
That was so funny. Yeah, I think that's so cool. What does that truly even mean? It's kind of just like a little gesture, right? Like like Asheville loves you. Come own it.
Oh, this is what I wanted to say. So you alluded to it. Is Billy Strings getting too big for hairs?
Yes.
We were thinking that earlier in the week. So my theory is Asher was like, you got to give this guy the city so he keeps coming back.
Yeah. You can't like not do shows in the city.
Or they just make the Billy Strings Arena in Asheville.
We have also discussed that. Yes, a indoor, outdoor, maybe like a awning that is retractable.
Definitely outdoor. Like 75, I think. 100. Probably similar, maybe more. I guess maybe.
I think here there's maybe a bigger market share of people that like want to see him and want to come here to see him. That makes that place feel a lot more tight.
Like Asheville in general is a
that's
city
true.
that likes that music. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
We pack that shit out.
And
Yeah.
everybody, dude, I saw them bust down the barrier and running the show, I think Friday night.
Fucking 20 to 30
like
deep.
20 of them, dude. Security was just like.
And Clint was like, you busted down the barrier. He was like, yeah, you're right. That's on us.
That is so funny.
But I will say, night 3, I think that also kind of caused like commotion in our section. Heavy like police presence inside.
Yeah, so there's like a weird like energy of like I feel like some of the
like
kids
they just
were,
kept walking.
a lot of kids were like
through.
running around like they were
like little ants that just had a water dropped on them. They just
Dude, when they came
energy.
in, it was so funny.
So I also do think that, and it's not like I agree with police presence like close by for safety reasons. But you don't gotta like walk through.
They were shining lights too.
Shining lights at people. Like you don't gotta do all that. If someone's not signaling for you, you don't need to come over. But back to night 4.
Yeah, shouts out to Billy Strings, King of Asheville.
Yeah, fucking king of the city. I can't believe we didn't say it immediately. He got the key. He deserves it.
He got
That's
the
so
keys.
That
Oh,
is
man.
lovely. So thank you, Mayor. Also, do you think she'll just get reelected now? I don't know anything about any of the runners.
I mean, she's got to get reelected.
Give Billy Strings key to the city.
That's like, I think Sam was saying it yesterday. Like that's being very aware of like the people that you represent.
Yeah, definitely. Second set opened with This Heart of Mine, and then did have a really nice In the Clear.
I think that's a good opening song. I know it wasn't an opening song, but I think that's a good song to open
In the
set.
Clear?
Yeah,
Yeah, I can see that.
I like that song.
And then Old Train, and then a ripper, Turmoil and Tinfoil.
Yeah.
Again, God bless Saxon Waller, King of Light. The very cool Turmoil and Tinfoil. I was excited about this. This kind of like the energy started to really jump around us.
And like 4 nights, and he didn't play Meet Me at the Creek or Highway Hypnosis.
I think he played Meet Me at the Creek at Athens, though.
Maybe he did, but I'm just saying that's cool. Those are like his banger songs.
Yeah.
And it's like he doesn't have to play them
Yeah.
for 4 nights in a row because he's like getting new songs and like making new songs better.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's like seeing him as much as we see him lately. It's like you think that some songs would get like boring or like I guess I listen to all the shows on Nugs too, but it's like he keeps finding like new ways to play them, and then when you see him like with the lights too, it makes it just like that much better.
I agree. I feel like each time you hear a song, it's like they're not similar.
I feel like this is the first person that I've been like he just keeps getting better, you know, like some nights are like it'll kind of like stale out and then maybe get better, or like kind of ebb and flow. It's just like every time we see him, it's like exponentially better than the last time.
I
we
do
see
agree,
him.
and that's why we keep going back to like. It's funny how we keep saying that the show you just saw was the best show.
Yeah, I feel like there's
because
not
they
many
do just
artists I
improve.
have that where I'm like I'll say I've seen them 10 times, and it's like there is a certain show that was my favorite. It doesn't like change every time I see them.
Yeah, I agree with that. But I also don't know who we're seeing enough to be able to compare. I guess maybe like Kendall Street
Yeah, and I guess I do have fun at every Kendall Street
and
show.
Dogs in a Pile. I have fun at Dogs.
I
in
have
a
a
Pile.
favorite Dogs in the Pile show though.
That Pisca.
The Pisca one, yeah.
For
I think
sure.
that would be hard to beat that one.
That was sick. Yeah, very cool show.
I guess Daniel Donato the last time we saw them was Halloween, but I don't think that.
Oh, that was
I don't
crazy.
think that set will be beaten.
Go back and listen to the Halloween episodes,
Yeah.
because
That was
that
an awesome show.
one of the best shows of my life for sure. Back to this best show though.
We're jumping all over the place now.
Super cool Turmoil and Tinfoil, and then Nobody's Love Is Like Mine. Nights in White Satin was a big hit.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I Don't Want Your Rambling Letters. The last one,
West Dakota Rose, our boy Rigo called that one quick too.
Yeah.
Like well, I feel like it was either him or Ryan actually, but as soon as like the first note he said it.
So not the last, but these next 1, 2, 3 songs are one mic and played with Christopher Henry and Mark Lovingood.
Mm-hmm.
So they came and sat in for those, and then they closed with a Gild the Lily, and then they got the King on stage.
Hold on,
for
you
the
jumped over the
encore.
Gild Lily. The Gild Lily was really sick too.
Oh, the Gild the Lily was beautiful. So, I have a funny story. Somewhere within those 3 songs where they were sitting in, I was sat on the ground. I just wanted to sit down for a sec. And this older guy came and sat like directly in front of me. And it was as soon as Royal started a solo bit, he came and sat down, legs up in the air, balancing on his little sacrum, just feeling that shit.
Like the bass, he was just trying to feel the bass.
That is what I perceived that interaction as, was that the bass started, he like ran to sit down and then sat down right in front of me, legs in the air, so he's like V-shaped sitting. And he was feeling it, because then it just stopped. As soon as the bass part stopped, sits back up and like just meditates in it. I was like, fucking powerful.
I missed that. I would like to see that.
High energy through the sacrum that night.
There was definitely high energy in our section back there.
Through the sacrum.
Well, maybe our sacrums were high energy too, but
maybe that's why all the lot kids broke in. High energy
second set
sacrums.
was great. Second set was really fun.
And then yes, Beautiful Gild the Lily, and then King, welcome him in. John Stickley sat in with to play the encore, Nellie Kane, and then Sophrony, which I called at the beginning of the week. We were gonna get a Saturday Sophrony closer.
You got it.
Which I love that song. That's one of my favorites. this was nice energy for me. And then John Stickley did the bow. Actually, all three of them did the bow with them, huh?
I think so.
I think so, but I definitely know John Stickley was in there. And then I went home.
But-
Sleepy Gal went home.
We went to Sun Star, Sam and I did, and they were rippers. That was a really good show they put on. We only stayed for probably the first half of it, but maybe more than the first half, actually. I think it was like 1 by the time we left.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounded like it was a fun one for sure. I saw you posted a couple stories. I saw Jackson got his solo in.
Yeah. Yeah, they did. They did like, I don't know how long it was. It felt like 30 minutes of like that. Ruben Had a Train, like that song. It felt like they went to the craziest jam. I felt like they played another song and then like came out of it again in the Ruben's Train.
Earlier, you had maybe said "Ride Me High."
They did play Ride Me High, or maybe I don't know. I feel like they jammed forever, dude. Like they were going crazy. That was like one of the best
Awesome.
shows I've seen from them.
They're just always so good.
But all in all, a great Billy week.
Yeah, super fun.
Look at that. We almost did an hour. Like
Fuck
exactly.
yeah. Yeah, super just fun overall. So amazing to see everyone and like the recording of the podcast, sitting down with new people, like meeting new names. It was awesome. It was
Yeah, it
very
was
fun.
really cool meeting a lot of new people this week and people that were like into the podcast, which is nice. Oh, I'll tell my one story and then we'll call it. One of the days I'm sitting, I think this was night 2. I'm standing in the back of the pit, like my hands behind my back, just gently swaying. And this girl comes up to me and just hits me on the arm. Podcast guy? And I was just like, yeah. And she just kind of looks at me like squints her eyes or something. I was like, all jammed up. And she's like, that's it. Get more dogs, guys. And then she just like walked away.
And Clint told me about this and he was like, I know it was nice, but like it felt kind of
It was like intense. It was so funny. She was like shaking me down. Podcast guy?
yeah.
Yeah. She's like,
Let me check your pockets.
and I was like, all jammed up. And he was like, yeah, nice. I like it. Get more dogs in a pile of people.
Also, we've had almost all of them. Okay, give us a little more time. We
But
can't
shouts out to
travel
that
for every
lady.
band.
She was nice and she made me laugh.
Yeah, we talked about that for a little while after. It was funny.
It was. But anything else?
Just really fun hanging out with everyone in a setting that wasn't One World.
Yeah.
Um,
And seeing like the whole group of people that come to Asheville. It's just nice being like you just see so many
Yeah.
people. It's cool going to a show where you just like see people that you might not see all the time and you just get to like hang out with them for a little bit or like maybe hang out with them for a song or something. It was nice.
Yeah, it is nice. My favorite thing about it.
Alrighty. Well, Thursday we'll be back with a new Law podcast. And then Chloe and I will do some deep dive into Cajun music.
Okay,
Is that what our plan is for Thursday?
we could do that Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, yep, we'll do that. 'Cause I have
Alrighty.
plans for the
And then
next.
hopefully we'll have some kind of Cajun interview the week after. We're working on that still.
Doing our research, guys. Send anything over if there's anything you think we should be having our eyes on. A couple you have. We appreciate that.
Yep.
A little guidance goes a long way.
Alrighty, guys. Have a great week. And remember, wherever you are right now is exactly where you're supposed to be.
Well, all jammed up, hey, that's where it's going down. Best damn pot in this old Asheville town. More than enough old stories to go around. And I'm all jammed up right now. Yes, I'm all jammed up right now.